Welcome, everybody, to the AI Agent Show. This is your host, Ryan Staley, and I have a very special guest with me today. I have Aytekin Tank. Aytekin is the founder and CEO of JotForm. He is a two-time guest, so second time back. Aytekin, welcome. Happy to have you back, man.
Hey Ryan, glad to be back in your show. And I mean, we meet all the time because we talk about different things. But I'm glad to be back in the show as well because like we just had this amazing lunch just last week, so we have a lot to talk about.
Lot to talk about, and I kind of cut to the chase because Aytekin's a friend, but massively successful SaaS company. They have over 25 million users, 700 plus employees. Very nice, like down to earth, good person. And so when I heard he basically made a massive investment in terms of building out AI agents, I'm like, dude, you got to come back on the show. We got to talk about this. And so now it's time. He launched it. Obviously, AI agents is my jam. I've been obsessed with it in kind of an unhealthy way. So really excited to kind of get into it, man. I would love to hear what you cooked up, how the launch went, and then we'll even show some stuff visually because this is going to
Perfect.
be on, everything, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, but we also have visual mediums, and I wanted to share this with the world. So give us the rundown, man. What's cooking?
So JotForm AI Agents is this basically a platform where you can create your own AI agents, like basically chatbot AI agents. And you can use these AI agents on your website. You can get a phone number from us and like just give that phone number to others so that they can actually talk to the AI agents over the phone. But basically they're great for customer service. But let me tell you the story how we came out with this product, like how did we come up with this idea, because it was all like all these different turns that actually brought us to this solution, and it wasn't something we planned on. So it was like more than a year ago that we at JotForm we have these hack weeks, and like these week-long hackathons where we actually tell the team, hey, try to do some cool stuff, try different technologies, try different ideas, like just build your solutions, like prototypes of the ideas that you have. And a couple of teams actually came out with this idea that what if people could actually fill out forms by just talking to an AI agent, talking to a chatbot, or like over voice, you could talk to it on the phone, or you could use platforms like Messenger or WhatsApp or even like texting. What if you could fill out forms that way, right? That was the idea, and they were able to quickly implement the prototypes and show us that this is possible. So we were really excited about this, and we started working on it. It wasn't very easy. Like it took us like more than a year, and during this time we also released it to beta users, and they were using the product. It was all well, but there was a problem. Most of them weren't exactly using it the way we envisioned it, because like when we were building the product, like we also added all these additional features. Like one of the features was you can train your AI agent with the information about your company, about your business, so that it can also answer your question, right? This was just like a side feature. Like the main feature is to fill out forms. But it turned out that 90% of the users were actually using this like a kind of like a bot or like a customer service bot. And they were like only like 10% of the users were actually using it for forms, but most of them were actually using it for customer service. So once we saw that, we decided, okay, the customer is always right. If people see that there's a need for such a solution, if they are like, they are using this product, even though it's in beta program, it's not ready, but they were using it a lot. So, and they were like, most of them were like putting it on their website as a chatbot, like those, at the right bottom corner, you see those like, bubbles. You can click on them and then, you talk to a chatbot, right? So once we solve that, like people actually are looking for this solution, we decide, okay, we are going to build a customer service chatbot, and we are going to build a customer service AI agent. And that's what we did. And one of the things we did was like we started using it internally for our own customer service,
Nice.
and to be able to like really improve it. And that really helped us and to improve the product. And one of the things that we also discovered from the users were was like they wanted to use this product everywhere. Like, they wanted to be able to use it on the phone, on different platforms, put it on their website, embed the agents on their websites. Like some people even like they replace their homepage, the whole homepage. They just trash their homepage and put the AI agent on their homepage. And when you visit their homepage, you're just talking to the AI chatbot, asking your questions, and it can answer all your questions. And we were lucky because over this time, like this last year, 2024 was the year of like this explosion of the capabilities of the LLMs, right? It was the year of AI.
Yeah.
The ChatGPT got so much better, and all the others. Gemini 2 is amazing, and Cloud is amazing. Like it's just like you have the new LLMs as well, like DeepSeek, and it's just like we have these explosion of the capabilities of the LLMs, and they are improving, and that actually helps us a lot because while we were actually watching how our customer service AI agents were doing, they were getting every day, every time like new LLM update was, we updated the version, we were getting so much better. So it's still in effect. So this is actually a great time. It's like riding that wave. So it's doing great. And we just launched it last week. So the launch was great. We already have like a big user base, so we announced it, and there was 200,000 people visited the AI agents web page, and like 10,000 people created their AI agents on that day. So it was a really good day to celebrate. We still see this as day one. Like we are just learning so much.
Uh-huh.
And one of the advantages of this is like right now, like actually the biggest user of our own product. And like we have built like so many products during the history of JotForm. Like we have this e-signature product, we have an app, no code app builder product, we have like so many products. Never in JotForm history had we were building a product that we were also using it extensively.
Okay.
In fact, right now, like currently we are getting around like 3,000 conversations daily in our chatbot. 1,600 of them, like more than half of them, are actually JotForm support. So we are our biggest user of our own product, and that's amazing because we are learning so much. Like as they say, like dog food in it. Basically, we have a team of like 20 support employees who's just like reviewing all the conversations and discovering all these bugs. So it's improving the conversations. We have this opportunity to build a product that's amazing for other people as well. We get that opportunity because JotForm is already a successful product, and we have millions of users. We are already serving them. We are already doing like so much customer support that our AI agents are able to, we are able to use our own product.
Well,
So yeah,
let
that's
me
the
get it.
strategy. We are just gonna improve it by using it internally,
Mhm.
by providing support to our own customers with AI agents. Obviously, we still have our human support team, but with AI support, what's great is that it's instant. On our regular support, our average response rate is like 1.5 hours.
Uh-huh.
With AI support, that's instant. Like you get an answer instantly, and you can have a chat with the AI. But you cannot do that with humans because it takes time for them to get back. Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, that's how things are going so far.
okay, good. Well, you gave us the rundown. Take a breath. You plowed through it, got a lot. Now I'm excited. I want to I know you offered to share it with us, right? And so
Yeah, yeah,
some
absolutely.
of my listeners or viewers have ADD, right? So we got to show them something now, so we
Yeah.
don't lose them. All right. And the thing I love is you have like the the female model on the front, right? Which could be a male model, female model. As I was joking around with you prior, I was thinking about it, like, what if a site did the exact opposite and they put like the ugliest people possible that were AI generated on there? I don't know. I might do that as a post or something. So, anyways, don't,
I mean,
don't
one of the things we did was like I think one of the things that makes JotForm AI just different is they have these friendly personalities.
Mhm.
So we wanted to give them like these faces, smiling faces, body language, like, because like, even though you know that you're talking to AI, you still want to be taken care of. You still want to be able to, you know, you still want your, customer service people or AI to be nice. And I think it's important to have that. And that's why we are designers. Like, I mean, I was also thinking, like, because when I looked at other products, they were either putting these robots, or they were putting the logo of the firm, or they weren't putting anything at all, like, most of the time. And I was also thinking in those terms, but our designers actually came up with this idea that our AI agents should feel like human. I mean, we should never confuse people that they're talking to humans, and we kind of require that AI agents actually introduce themselves as an AI agent, as you can see here on my screen. They're always starting the conversation with saying things like, "Hi, I'm Sarah, a customer support AI agent." And we can also see an example here. And it's always like we put AI here, AI agent specialist here. So this is also an example of the chatbot. But basically, even though you know it's an AI, you still want to have, if you are talking on the phone, you want that friendly voice. If you are, talking to a chatbot, you want that smiling face. I think that's really important. And that's one of the differentiators of the JotForm AI agents. And we are giving like so many options. And I'm going to show a demo here. Uh, let's create our own first AI agent. But before I get to that, like, I'm going to show you here. You can go to JotForm AI agents, and you can try these demos by yourself. Like, phone agent, that just you can click on these demos, and you can just call these numbers to experience the real thing. But we have so we came out with these like 8 different channels: phone, website chatbot, WhatsApp agent, the voice agent, which is like you can embed it on your website so people actually can talk on their browser. So, or just put it anywhere you want, or link it. Messenger AI agent. Basically, we have an option to give your customers a mobile app, so they can actually talk to your AI agent using that mobile app. Just install it on their browser, on their mobile phones, and then they just click on it, and they can use their voice, or they can use the keyboard to talk to the AI agent. And like the standalone, as I mentioned, like, you can just put it on your web page, embed it on your web page, or send a link to it. And we also have this kiosk agent. If you want to like create a kiosk where people can actually talk to it on, like, you could create one from an iPad, or use the kiosk hardware to be able to run this agent as well. So that was really important for us to be able to be everywhere, because we want people to be able to train their agents once, but be able to use it everywhere. Like, the same agent that you train, that agent can talk to your customers on the phone, or it can talk to them on your website. Wherever your customers are, your AI agents can also connect to them there.
Can I
So
ask you a
let's
question
go
real
ahead.
quick? While you're pulling that up, because you got the wheels turning in my head. So is this can you leverage like any back end model with it, or any LLM, or is there certain models that you leverage? What's your thoughts on that?
So in terms of models, basically, like, on the regular version, we didn't give that option. Like we designed this product as for, like, most of the products that you use, like, when you go there, you get confused. Like, they ask you to pick an LLM, they ask you to enter your API keys. So we wanted to create this extremely simple product where you don't even have to know anything about AI to be
Okay,
able to use the product. And
love it.
that's why we didn't actually put those options. But on our enterprise version, basically, you can go to the admin panel, and you can actually use your own. If you want to use your own LLM, you can use your own LLM, and you can pick one of the options and just enter your API key and things like that. But in this one, like just you don't have to know anything about LLMs to use this product.
Awesome, man.
So let's pick one of the options, like what's going to be our primary channel. Let's say it's going to be, I mean, we can use any of them, but we want to start with one of them. So let's start from scratch. And let's say we are going to create this customer service agent. Like, do you want to give it like should we make it specific to a topic?
Yeah, let's
I know that you,
let's so yeah, let's make it for the podcast, the AI agent shows. Just be like, hey, I want to understand like best,
yeah,
so if someone wants to ask best use cases or anything like that, so we could leverage this, man.
this is for a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast, and it's for AI agents show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leverage this and test it out, man. We get
All
this
right.
up and
Cool.
rolling. I'm rebranding the show because all I talk about is AI and agents, so it shouldn't be called the
Yeah.
Scale Up Show anymore. So go
I
ahead,
mean,
man.
you could create this chatbot, AI agent, and you could put it on the website of the AI agents show. Basically, it can also integrate with your forms. So if people want to be a guest on your show, they can maybe apply
Oh, nice.
using that form. Like, they can also fill out the forms by talking to the AI agent, or they can just send their feedback. Yeah, we can add that later if we want to. Let's go ahead and create our first agent.
And for those of you that are listening only, like all he did was basically he selected like support one button, it pre-filled, and he typed in like one sentence just identifying the use case. So if you're listening, and you might want to check it out on YouTube if you haven't, or Spotify, the video capabilities. But if you're listening, that's one of the things. And he's literally showing the screen. It's super intuitive, beautiful, like design and avatars. So go ahead, man. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
You can see different types of options we have here. You can use it as a chatbot. You can use it as a phone. If you want to use it as a phone, you can buy a phone number from us.
No way.
It's just $10 a month.
Okay.
And you can pick, your area code and see if there are any options available on your area code, and then buy a phone number and then just start using it right away, instantly.
That's so cool.
And texting, there are people actually using it as a texting AI agent as well. Like, just, that's also like quick and easy. Some people prefer that. And we also support platforms like WhatsApp and Messenger. And I was showing the kiosk. It's not visible here, but it's actually visible on our mobile phone because it works. You can install our mobile app on your iPad and use the kiosk mode if you need it. So we created this agent. We can customize it. So we can pick one of these different agent avatars. We can generate an avatar depending on our needs. And we can even like upload a photo and use that photo as well. So we have a lot of options here, and styling as well. Like, we can change the style. And once we are ready with how it looks, we can go and train our AI agent. So, if we have did you actually create a website for the new AI agents show? Do you
I
have one?
haven't yet, man. So
Okay.
it's like you're doing my work for me right now. But
If there was one, like, we could use it here and we could train it using that. Or we could just enter knowledge base like this here, and just feel free to suggest guests for our show. I don't know.
that's good, man.
Right.
Let it rip. So you're doing that, and then obviously you could upload docs within there as well. It looks like
Yeah.
relatively easy. So
Um, right. Right. One of the things we could do is like if we have a form already, like contact form or like, maybe podcast registration form, things like that. Basically, we can edit here, or we can create one on JotForm instantly and just use it here so that the AI agent can actually fill out the form as well. So we also have tools like appointments, pretty popular. You can actually set up appointments using the AI agents. Basically, let's say, and this integrates with Google Calendar. So if you have available, and that's listed separately here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can integrate it with your Google Calendar. If you like whatever available spots you have, basically it's just like Calendly. People can possibly, just, uh, set up their appointments on their own, or make a request to set up an appointment. So this could also help you with it, podcast guests. Maybe you can create this AI agent and send it to people who, just like sending a calendar link, you can send them your AI agent. Hey, you can talk to my AI agent and, set up an appointment for the recording for the podcast.
Love that, man.
So the tools are like we are still developing these tools, adding more and more tools as people request us things from us. But basically, the idea is that what makes AI agents different from like AI is AI agents can actually has their own agency, has some agency. They can make their own decisions, and so they can make decisions. They have memory. They can remember stuff, and they can use tools. So here we are. We have we kind of give all these tools to our AI agents so that it can actually do things for us. Like if you wanted to be able to allow people to make appointments for us, we give them like, access to our Google Calendar, and then we customize the appointment tool, and then our AI agent can take these, make these appointments for us and talk to people on our behalf. And one of the coolest features is actually the teach your agent. Basically, just like how how you would like if you hired an employee, what would you do? Like you wouldn't just dump documents on them. You would actually talk to them, like just train them by talking about your business, talking about what they're going to be doing, how they are going to be talking to your customers. Basically, like they would also ask you questions. So just like that, you can actually talk to your AI agents and just train your AI agents by talking to them, and that's a great way to train them. So, for example, it says, "Good evening, Aytekin. I'm so grateful to be here chatting with you and excited to share this moment together." Okay, a very emotional agent, and we want to give this personality to them. And what's on your mind today, right? Yeah, I want to change your name. I want to change your name. Can I do that? Let's
Okay,
say I
so
want to change
you're just
the
talking
AI.
to, yeah, you're just talking to like a human, right? So
Yeah. Let's call you. What do you want to call your AI agent?
let's call it Rybot, Rybot. That's what my wife says and jokes around about it all the time. She's
Yeah.
like, when are you putting your Rybots out in the world, Ryan?
Okay, let's call you Rybot.
Let's see what it says.
All right. Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
looks like
hilarious.
it changed Alex to Rybot, and it
Love
wants me
it.
to proceed. Yeah, proceed.
Proceed. Go for it, man. Question. Okay, so we're getting close on time, man, and this is awesome because you can see everything from persona, the knowledge base, the actions, the tools, the forms, and then how to teach your agent. So all the critical components. Love that it's multimodal with phone, text, and actual like written communication. So here's the question I wanted to end on, and I think this would be hyper valuable because one of the biggest challenges that folks run into, whether it's leveraging AI optimally or leveraging AI agents optimally, are use cases, right? And I know you mentioned support was one of the big things that you use it for. Would love to hear what you're seeing trends or the most consistent high ROI patterns that people are using across those, 10,000 agents that were created. And then, and maybe I know it's so early, man, so you might not have a lot of this data, but would love to hear what your perspective on that is because I know that's on everyone's mind.
Yeah. I mean, what's the most common use cases for JotForm AI agents, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
the question. So one of the things we see is that when people come to your website, like everyone is so busy, like they don't have time to like browse your website and find things that they're looking for. And what we are seeing a lot of people having success is they're just putting these chatbots on their websites,
Mm-hmm.
either by these like, right bottom corner bubbles, or they just embed the AI agent on their websites. And people just go there and ask their questions. And we see this a lot, especially like things like events. Like if you're running a festival or an event, like just people don't have time to like just find the information, and the information could be old anyways, so they just go there and talk to the AI agent and then get their answers. And so that was like one of the biggest things we have seen was the events, like they were getting like huge numbers of traffic. Like everyone was talking to their chatbots. People were asking about like there was this festival, like people were asking about like where to park, like what's the prices, everything is available. By the way, everything is available on their website. Like it's just like there's no magic here. But the only thing the AI agent does is like it just crawls the whole website. It basically adds that knowledge from the website to its knowledge base, and it gives answer. And if that's a big value, because those people are busy. Maybe they're on their mobile phone. Maybe they're driving. Maybe they're just using the voice mode and just driving and using the voice mode and getting an answer while they're trying to catch to this concert or something. So, I mean, at JotForm, like we are usually serving, like I know that you are usually helping enterprise clients.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, like most of the JotForm users are the small guys, like, the small businesses, small healthcare, nonprofits, a lot of enterprise clients as well. But that actually came after we became like very successful, and once we became like a known brand, like enterprise customers also came. And we didn't even have like this salesperson for our like first 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So as like our enterprise clients started coming and asking us about it, and then we built the enterprise product and then hired our sales team. The origins of JotForm is all about like helping the small guys. Like we have a free version. We always had the free version. AI agents also has a free version. It's fully functional. You can have these like 100 conversations per month for free. So what we are seeing is that basically there are these products like Agent Force from Salesforce as Agent Force. There's a product called Sierra, made by this, Brett Tyler, very famous like Silicon Valley person. So there are all these products, even products like Intercom, they have this functionality, but they're mostly focused on going after the enterprise clients, and they're expensive. They're like $2 per conversation. They're $1 per conversation. So what we are seeing is at this point is like all these small guys, like, and they're like putting it on their website, linking to it, and they're just getting so much value because they're already busy. Like they have many clients, and they don't have time to like answer everything.
Mm-hmm.
If they're in education, like and a school administrator, they have parents, teachers, students, like other administrators, like everyone. And having this AI agent that can actually do things for you, fill out forms, make appointments, answer questions, provide information about things, is really time saver for them. And one of the great things about using AI agents on your website is, let's say, like, people visit your website and then they get their information, or they don't find the information and they leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with AI agent, you can actually like read all those conversations and you learn a lot from them. Like it's like user research. Just put JotForm AI agents on your website. It's free, and let people have those conversations. And they're gonna ask all these, questions, and you'll think, okay, why didn't I give this information on my website? Or like people are confused about this. So it's also an easy way to do some like customer research, user research, and find out what people are thinking about. And because they talk freely to AI, and people are now used to talking AI.
Mhm.
We are all used to like talking to ChatGPT and all the other LLMs and asking these questions. So they are actually very comfortable talking to AI agents as well. And it's just we learn a lot from reading those conversations, especially like on JotForm support as well.
Excellent, man. Well, we're up on time. Love this demo. Love what you walked us through. See a ton of use cases. I mean, even if we're talking enterprise, I think there's huge use cases for product led growth companies, right? Or high support tickets, or even companies like one of my clients, basically with an AI engagement, they found spike or they increased traffic, SEO traffic by 15 to 20% in a month because they used the questions that they got from the chatbot and created content for it. So another little hidden hack there at the end of the episode. But where can people find you? Where can they find out more about JotForm agents? Then we'll wrap things up, Aytekin.
Yeah, so they can go to jotform.com and they can find Jotform and the AI agents. About me, my writing, they can go to my personal website, aytekintank.com, my first name, last name.com, and you'll find my articles, my books, and everything there as well. Yeah.
Excellent, man. Well, it was awesome having you on the show. It was great seeing you again. Congrats on all the progress. I mean, it's amazing to see how far you've come. I saw it like on the original beta, which looked cool, got to use it, and I'm really excited to dive deeper in now. So thanks for being on, man. It was great seeing you again.
Thank you, Ryan. It was great to be back in your show. See you the next time.
See you the
Bye
next
bye.
time. All right, bye-bye.